As you know...
Denica, ask the question again. Change the camera.
As you know, the Santa Cruz 11 is a really important issue here in Santa Cruz, so would you like to talk a little bit about that?
Of course. You know, the people who were involved in the 75 River Street action, many of them Occupy Santa Cruz sympathizers, many people that we are in sympathy with in terms particularly of their goal.
What's 75 River Street, just for people who've never heard of it before?
It's a vacant post-commercial bank building right up the street across from Wells Fargo, which is 74 River, where the real criminals are, by the way.
Wells Fargo criminals.
Doesn't Wells Fargo also own the 75 River?
Right.
They acquired that in a merger, so yes, indeed.
Yeah, it's a 3-year vacant building that was taken back by the community, so to speak, and there's 11 journalists that are, you know, kind of, not journalists, but journalists and occupiers, I should say, because there's about, I counted 6, what is it, 6 journalists in there?
Yeah, 6 or 7 of the 11, absolutely.
Well, and people from the city government came in and talked and negotiated with people, you know, so they didn't get it. They didn't get charged for being in the building. That certainly is the aspect that we have criticized. I'm on the board of directors of the ACLU, and one of the things that we were concerned about was the selective prosecution aspect of these. There were maybe 300 people in that building, you know, during the 75 hours of 75 River, and only 11 were prosecuted. Most of those people have either, you know, acrimonious or uneven relationships with city officials, local police, and the DA for years, and so it's no coincidence. Dare we say that it's politically motivated?
I believe that it's politically motivated.
Yeah, Vogel even said he did not like and thought that one of the 11 was a liar, and he started insulting me when I was being questioned by a police officer and started dancing around, insulting us and telling us to get a job. So,
that's the chief of police, right?
Yeah, Vogel. Yeah, unfortunately,
wow,
here in Santa Cruz.
That's some professional behavior. Did we get that on videotape?
We did, actually.
Oh, really?
Alex,
How
I think
interesting.
He did, yeah.
Well, we'll have to put a link on that when we post this on YouTube, so people can go look at that video as well.
Right, he's a wonderful journalist and one of the 11.
And so, although there was some initial disagreement with the 75 River Street action in terms of whether it's occupied, consensus upon or not, we're in total solidarity with those 11 defendants right now. We have an Occupy Santa Cruz working group in support of that. We now have a website, we have a Facebook page, we have a petition that the ACLU drafted, that I drafted for the ACLU, that's now on the petition site, that's got over 1,100 signatures on it.
Do you know the web address for the...
it's santacruz11.org.
Okay, everybody go look that up right now, right when you're watching this YouTube.
To sign the petition in support of the Santa Cruz 11, so we've done everything we can to support those 11 people, and we're going to support them for as long as justice is denied to them. And so it might be a prolonged process, but I think we're in it to win it.
Okay, that sounds really excellent. So some of those got thrown out.
Well, in the preliminary hearings, Grant Wilson, Angel, Franklin Alcantara, Angel, Cameron Landreau, and Ed Rector all had their preliminary examinations this last week. And on Thursday, Judge Burdick dismissed all the charges against all 4 of those defendants. Now, the DA has indicated, Rebecca Young is the DA, Deputy DA, she's indicated that she's going to refile against Angel and Cameron Landreau. But it does not appear that she's going to file against Grant Ed. So I think the charges against them have been dismissed for good. I think that they will not be refiled against those folks. But there's still the preliminary examination to come for Becky and Robert and Gabriella and Brent Adams. Those folks will all be facing the same kinds of accusations from the district attorney that the folks just recently were exposed to. And so we're going to be there in support of that as well.
Which, by the way, is conspiracy, and they're trying to charge the activists and journalists with conspiracy to commit felony and another felony for trespass, I believe, or vandalism. And that would be, I think, 3 to 8 years in prison.
So the conspiracy charge is a separate felony from the trespassing charge.
2 separate felonies for each of the 11.
If you conspire to commit a misdemeanor, it's a felony. If you conspire to commit a felony, which any vandalism over $400 is, then that is exposure to a 3 to 8 year prison term.
Yeah,
so it's extremely serious.
It's BS anyways, you know, it's BS charges.
So, you know, we have, from the ACLU and a lot of community members, we're building kind of a coalition of folks. WILF has issued a statement of support. The ACLU, as I said, the Women's International League for Peace and Freedom.
Okay.
The President Philip Crawford, the president of the local chapter of the National Lawyers Guild, has endorsed the petition. So, as I say, we're building some strength, and at some point we will be able to take that public opinion and take that to the district attorney and demand that he dismiss the charges.
Okay, excellent.